Now, if you guys remember in the original show, Negan got the camcorder and saw what Rick liked when he was all beardy and more like savage, I would say. And he said I would not have messed with that guy. Now, I, for one, think that that was a taunt to mess with him. It obviously was meant as a taunt. So, let's basically say that the group never meets Aaron, at all, and they are still on the road, just trying to survive. And they just go, a completely opposite direction from Alexandria, and just never meet Aaron. Everything before that, Terminus, the church, everything else, that happens per normal. But this right here, them not going the path of Alexandria, that wouldn't really end them up on good terms whatsoever. They would eventually come across the satellite outposts, and they would first, be, cautious, of course, especially what they had been through prior. Of course, the people there would say, hand over your weapons, the whole Negan charade. And I absolutely 100% don't think that any one of Rick's group would be in a position to listen to what they have to say. They would gun down the entire satellite outpost, person by person, until everyone was dead. And I don't think that they would ask about, who's in charge or anything. I think that they would just kill them just because at this point in the story, everyone was running out of everything. Food, water, ammunition, everything. They had to eat to live. But the satellite outposts, they would take the people's worry, see what food and stuff is lying there. They would not stay there, obviously, flashbacks to Terminus. But they would at least have a better chance of survival. Then, here's the big thing. They meet Simon and his people on the road again. Simon, definitely a lot more cautious with Rick and his company, especially how dangerous they look. And, of course, the group fights back because they absolutely do not care. Because you know how everyone was at that time. They would definitely try to fight back. I don't think killing Simon or, all of his men, but the whole, middle of the clearing thing would happen. And as of the story, I don't think Negan would spare Rick or any of his friends, at all. Rick, at this point in the story, like I keep saying, he was trusting no one, nor was any of the group. So even if the whole lineup thing happened at that point, I do not think that he would be as broken, be able to be as broken as he was in the original story. He would most likely get himself and every one of his friends killed.